There is nothing we can do, knowing me, knowing you. Breaking up is never easy, I know, but I have to go. Knowing me, knowing you, it's the best I can do.
You must be GIMO. I'm Tom Jacks.
Eva, pleased to meet you, sir.
It's just Tom. I retired some time ago.
So you're here as an advisor?
I'm here to liaise with the DI who took over my last case. That'll be T.I. Graham.
Not until last night when his appendix burst and I got the call. I don't understand though, why couldn't this be rescheduled?
Not that simple. She didn't want it to be.
She still has that much power.
You might think you're running this operation, but she's the one who's pulling the strings. And here she is now. I hope you know what you've let yourself in for.
That's really her.
In the flesh.
That's Mary Drake.
Come on, guys, help us out here. Gone with the Wind.
Or The Great Escape. How can you not love Steve McQueen on that motorbike?
Well, we've had to watch him every Easter.
No, you see, I can't get enough of Clark Gable's ears.
Oh!
Can you pose for me?
Yes, of course.
Next, can you say that The Sound of Music is better than Magnificent Seven? The bad news.
Julie Andrews beats your Brenner, hands down, every time. Down.
No competition.
Mill Health Centre. How may I help you?
I can still see those eyes.
All the newspapers used the same photo.
They used to scare us when I was a kid.
Dead eyes.
But how did she get so many men out here?
The promise of sex. Then when their guard was down, she attacked them. Multiple stab wounds administered during some kind of frenzy. Never stood a chance.
Well, she certainly picked a spot. There can't be a house for miles.
If it hadn't been for some dog walker stumbling over the graves, we'd never have known there was any bodies out here. I brought all 4 of her other victims from these woods. Made sure they had a decent burial. But Eddie Lomax is still out there, somewhere.
You okay?
I'm off on holiday tomorrow for some rest and relaxation. Why wouldn't I be okay?
You got a date for the trial?
I knew it was coming sooner or later.
But it was still a shock.
You know, I didn't realise what a good job I'd done. Putting it to the back of my mind, locking it away. Trying to live a normal life.
You've coped really well.
Now I've got to face what happened that day.
But me and Eva will be there for you.
It'll be me, standing in the dock, telling complete strangers the intimate details of what they did to me.
Well, we discussed it. You knew it would come to this.
I know. I know, but I just don't think I can go through with this.
We've come through the worst of it.
Worse. Worse than having to stand in court and listen to whatever lies they come up with. I'm sorry. No.
I'm D.I. Moore. I'm leading this operation.
Mary Drake. I won't bite. Oh, you didn't recoil in disgust. You're not even sweating. Much.
Maybe I don't believe everything I read in the papers.
What's the matter, Tom? Aren't you pleased to see me?
Alive?
I was so looking forward to seeing you again.
Okay, we all know why we're here.
The sooner you lead us to his grave, the sooner we can take Eddie Lomax home. Stop his family suffering.
Let's get started.
I'd move quicker without this.
No way.
How can I prove I'm here to help if you won't let me? A little bit of trust goes a long way.
She's killed 5 men.
The cuffs stay. Let's do this.
Come in.
I'm sorry about earlier. Of course, you're right. It was a shock. It took me back.
What's natural?
And I've remembered why I'm doing this. I have to try and make sure that no other woman goes through this hell.
So, when are you going to tell Julia?
Julia?
I thought she could tactfully tell the others.
No intention of making this public knowledge.
What if the newspapers report on the case? Wouldn't it be better if the others heard it from you first?
Yes. Yes, of course you're right. They need to know as soon as possible. I might as well tell them, get it out of the way before I go on holiday. I'll get them together tonight.
Well, I wasn't thinking of making a public announcement.
If I can't face my colleagues with this, how am I going to face a court case?
It was so long ago. There should be an old oak there. Maybe it came down. Sure, I'll do better when I get my bearings.
Jimmy?
Hey. Yeah, I wanted some advice about Vivian.
Yeah, go on.
She wants to tell the rest of the staff. I'm not sure it's the right thing to do.
Well, there is no right thing. Everyone copes differently.
Yeah, but you know Vivian.
Look, I've got to go.
You having a bad day?
That's the understatement of the year.
Okay, well, I'm only a call away.
I'll see you later.
That your fella? Maybe if I'd met someone like that. Someone who thought of me as more than just a piece of meat, then...
You can't think that justifies what you did. You've killed 5 men.
It wasn't me. Those dreadful crimes were committed by a deeply troubled 27-year-old drug addict. I'm not that woman anymore.
Still nothing, Drake? What a surprise.
There's been 30 years of growth since she was last here.
Why can't you understand and accept that prison has changed me? I want this over just as much as you.
Yeah, right.
Lose the cuffs.
You what? There's a mistake.
Well, if it is, it's mine to make. Okay, lads, the break's over. I'm trusting you.
That path looks familiar.
Oh, Julia, just the person. I have to make an announcement.
Okay, fire away.
To the whole staff.
Oh, all right.
Tonight, if possible.
Oh, it's a bit short notice.
I know, but I have to do this before I go away on holiday.
What's it about?
Well, I'd rather wait till everyone's here.
Oh, I see.
I can contact the campus and get everyone to come here before the end of surgery.
Count me in. Don't want to miss out on any juicy gossip.
Right, well, tonight it is then.
Thank you.
Yes, this is definitely the clearing.
Well, how can you be so sure?
I remember those trees, the 3 together.
Well, I'll need more than that.
It took me all night to dig the hole. Don't you think I'd remember where it was?
Okay, take your photos so the lads can cut back the undergrowth.
Soon all be over. The This'll just be some good story to scare your grandchildren with.
Just let us get on with our job.
Oh, and I thought you were going to be different, but oh no, you're just like all the rest of them. Writing me off as a cold-hearted villain.
Then why don't you prove me wrong?
'76, I was working the streets to feed my habit. Punter brought me out here. And when I asked for the money, he pulled out a knife. I bit him, scratched him, I clawed at his eyes until he dropped it. Next thing I knew, I was punching him on the chest. It wasn't until I saw the blood I realised I must have picked up the knife. I panicked. I didn't know what to do. So I buried him and I drove back to town in a daze. A week later I was back here with another punter and the knife in my pocket. It wasn't planned. Something just snapped inside. All I knew was I couldn't let them use me anymore. No one's wanted to hear my story since I don't know when.
Well, what about Tom Jacks? He's been trying to talk to you.
Yeah, but you've got to ask yourself why. Is it about finding Eddie Lomax, or is it about getting some more material for one of his true crime books? What was the last one called? Blood in the Woods.
Right. That's enough. That's it.
What's happened?
There's no bodies, no graves, and Sokol says the ground hasn't even been disturbed.
But I was sure this was the place.
Why don't you stop with the mind games, eh? Give it a rest.
Tom?
Or are you just worried that if you give up your last secret, there'll be no more nice trips into the countryside, no more chances to torture Eddie Lomax's family?
Right, that's enough. Tom, I understand your frustration, but you're here as an observer.
She's playing, yeah.
Is that what's upsetting you? Or are you worried that if I find Eddie Lomax, I'll steal your thunder?
What are you talking about?
Well, you've made a good living, haven't you? Selling books about the Mary Drake murders.
You still don't get it, do you? It's Drake insists that I'm here, otherwise she won't cooperate. So you've got to ask yourself the question, who's the real prisoner here, her or me? Oh yeah, I caught her. But she's got her claws in me, and she's not letting go. Everyone said I was lucky to catch this case. A career maker, they said. How was I to know it'd take over the rest of my life? I'd have to take early retirement. My marriage would break up under the strain, the sleepless nights. If Mary Drake had brought all those bodies in 30 years ago, this wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't be a failure.
I've never heard anyone say that.
I say it. Eddie Lomax's mother says it. This is all just a sick joke with her. Do you think you'd be immune to her manipulations?
I don't think I'd have let her use me for so long.
Because you're a better cop than me?
No, I didn't mean that.
No. Well, you might think you're getting close to her with your cosy chats. But she's just probing you, looking for weaknesses. And she'll use them against you.
Maybe she's responding because I was prepared to listen.
You can dance with the devil if you want to. But I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not playing your games anymore, do you hear me? Mary Drake, it's over.
Tom, this isn't helping.
I know watch yourself. If she thinks I've cut the strings, she'll be looking for a new toy to play with.
What could be so important that you need to make a big announcement? Okay, well, just tell me this. Will I need to buy a hat in the near future?
Michelle, haven't you got patients waiting?
Yeah, they'll wait. Vivian's just about to tell me.
Back off, Michelle.
All right, Jimmy, chill out. I'm going now anyway.
Why do people think other people's lives are such an endless source of tittle-tattle?
Maybe it's time you let Julia know what's going on before the Chinese whispers get out of hand. Mrs. Harvey, please.
I'm sure we're close.
What now? Just move along, no arguments.
Out of my way! Are you finally going to give me peace? Or is this just another of your cruel jokes?
Mrs. Lomax, you shouldn't be here.
You took him from me, isn't that enough? Why do you have to keep torturing me? You can't be a woman, you can't be human to do that.
I understand your anger, but this isn't helping.
Say something. Tell me where he is.
Get her out of here.
I hope you burn in hell.
Mrs. Lomax, you have to let us do this our way.
You had 30 years. You still haven't found him.
I know, and I'm sorry.
I'm not leaving here without my Eddie. I won't let him spend another night out here all alone.
I understand, but what if this is the day that she finally decides to tell the truth? You don't want to jeopardize that, do you? Look, please, go home and I'll be in touch the minute I know anything.
Don't send me away.
I can't let you interfere with this operation.
What if I promise to stay in the car? Please. I just want to take my son home.
Okay. Please tell me you didn't contact Angela Lomax.
It's been years since Drake had to face one of her victims.
I should arrest you for perverting the course of justice.
I had to do something. Put an end to this.
Or have you just blown the last hope of finding that poor woman's son? You okay?
I've had worse, but thanks for asking.
I don't want your gratitude. I want you to take me to Eddie Lomax's body.
It's not that simple.
You either know where he is or you don't.
You don't do something like that and just forget about it.
Where is he?
I can't.
You have to.
I can't go back.
Back to where?
Back to being that little girl. Lying in bed, eyes tight shut, wishing that the weight on the bed would go away.
Mary.
I have to be the killer in the woods. The heartless she-devil. If people are scared of me, then I can't be a victim anymore.
But you said it wasn't you who killed those men. You said it was like someone else that used that knife that dug those graves.
It was.
Well, then prove that you've changed. Give Angela Lomax her son back. Give Tom Jacks his peace of mind and take me to Eddie Lomax. Are you sure this is it this time?
I marked the tree. Start digging. You'll know I'm telling the truth.
Does anyone know what this is about?
We just got the raw summons.
So here we are.
There'll be a lecture about paperclip abuse.
Or the proper dress code.
I tried pumping her for clues, but she wasn't saying anything.
How did you thought that she wouldn't have got all this trouble if it wasn't serious?
Oh, good. Everyone's here then.
Now we are missing one person.
Vivian.
Well, you wanted to see this.
Bag it.
So, where is she?
We'll give her 5 more minutes.
Vivian!
I thought I could do this.
Do you want me to make your apologies?
No. There is no running away from this one.
If you're sure.
Thank you all for coming.
I wasn't going to miss this.
I won't keep you long.
I'm gonna miss kickoff.
A couple of months ago, as you know, I was burgled. Something happened. I was attacked by 2 young men. I tried to fight them off, but they were too strong. They raped me. I wanted to keep this a private matter. But the court case is starting soon. And I wanted all of you to hear it first from me. Now, I don't want any fuss. I'm dealing with this in my own way. I'm going on holiday tomorrow. And when I come back, I want everything to carry on as normal. Okay? Good. Thank you for your time.
So it's over.
Finally. I'm sorry I gave you such a hard time. It's this case. Being so close to pure evil for so long, you can lose your faith in humanity.
Well, it's time to put all that behind you. Enjoy your retirement. Take up a hobby, plant some roses or something.
Well, I might get some sleep tonight. That'll be enough for me.
You did the right thing.
You'll be the talk of the station.
Oh, aye, for 5 minutes.
Well, enjoy the pats on the back. But don't go thinking you've got some wonderful insight into the minds of a serial killer.
Sorry?
I didn't give up Eddie Lomax for you or anyone else.
Well, then why?
People mustn't be allowed to forget me. Just hearing the name Mary Drake should send a shiver down your spine. And give children the reason to look under their beds before they turn off the lights.
But you don't need to hide behind that public image anymore.
Don't think you know me. I've had the best head doctors in the prison service fooled for years. That sub-story about how I didn't know what I was doing, how my mind must have snapped. I just told them what they wanted to hear.
And the truth?
The truth is I killed because I loved every second of it. The smell of their blood. The look of surprise on their stupid face as I slid the blade between their ribs. We'll have plenty of time to talk about the details.
I'm sorry?
Didn't you think we made a connection?
I'm just doing my job.
Oh, don't be like that. We don't want to get off on a wrong foot so early in our relationship.
There is no relationship. You're going back to jail and I'm going back to my life.
He was a travelling salesman. Just passing through. Never knew his name.
What do you mean?
You didn't think that Eddie Lomax was the last, did you? Be seeing you, Eva.
Is there anything that I can do? Anything you need? I don't know what to say.
Look, if there was a time for words, it's gone.
I'm so sorry I failed you.
Nonsense. I just did a very good job of covering it up. Look, I've got to go. I've got packing to do.
Yeah.
I'll see you when I see you.
Listen, if anyone finds out about us, it's finished.
These are my favourites.
I know.
You don't have to be so mean.
He's latched onto me and won't take no for an answer.
He's only 14.
I've got to get home, get shown, and then get down to the icon for 7. I'll never make it.
Sorry, duty calls.
Dr. Sloan investigates the death of an old friend in Diagnosis Murder, next on BBC1 Scotland.